What's up, cool cats? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, hey y'all, hey, my name is Kitty. This is my channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, take a look around, and most importantly, ding the notification bell so you don't miss out when videos get posted. If you are a returner, what's up, my awesome, cool, lovely, the best, the bravest, the kindest, the smartest, the best, none less. Day ones. Okay, what's up, you guys? Sending lots of love to you. Catch it, receive it. I wish you all the best. So this video is going to be a series of other videos to follow. If you've watched the 2 videos that I have already about how I'm getting out of debt and what that's looking like, then and you liked videos like that about me talking more about my finances, let me tell you, I'm not one of those people who come on YouTube and there's someone who got steady income coming in right now, or someone who's really good with money. No, this is my journey to becoming financially healthy, financially wealthy, financially abundant. This is the journey, okay? This is my beginning point. Just a quick backstory. The backstory is I have been financially struggling my whole life, and my parents' life. Since I was a kid, we financially struggled, and that was mostly due to irresponsibleness, literally. A lot of the struggles that I had growing up, in childhood, meaning my mother's issues, because when you're a child, you don't have a job, so those responsibilities aren't really yours. So like I said, I grew up poor. I grew up with the struggle. I grew up with this poor mentality. I grew up with this lack mindset. So that's what I have, and that's what I have right now, and that's what I'm moving through. That's what I'm moving past, and which is so important. In order to become first financially stable, financially healthy, financially literate, financially wealthy, all of that, you have to first understand that you have a lot of hidden talk about money, hidden thoughts about money, and they may be hidden and some of them may be not hidden, and you need to understand a lot, your relationship with money stems from your parents' relationship with money, what you witnessed with your eyes firsthand, everyone's experience around you with money, how they handled it, what they thought of it, was they scared of money, was they always working hard for money, was they begging for money, whatever your experiences was as a child, what you saw firsthand with money is how it affected and currently affects your adulthood view of money. Okay, if you grew up in a church and it was money is the root of all evil, you're going to have a problem with getting and keeping, and your relationship with money is going to be a little warped and twisted. So I am doing a series of me talking about the things that I'm doing that has been helping me and that has helped and is helping me become financially stable, financially literate, financially responsible. It's helping me build credit and all of that good stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, then keep watching and stick with this playlist. Okay, I'm not a professional. This is literally solely just based on my experience. I came from having poor credit, and now my credit is almost 700. So that's good. So let's talk about some of the things that I have done. So in order to first talk about money, like I mentioned, childhood and stuff like that, getting to the root cause of why you and money got such beef. Why you got beef with money? What is your beef with money? What is your beef with people who got money? Because let me tell you, if you are trying to become wealthy and stable from the ground up, it starts with your mind. You literally have to get your mind right. So if you see famous people, rich, successful basketball player, people who making basketball player type of money, people who making actor money, actors who make a lot of money and stuff like that, and you hating, I'm sorry to say, but I'm not sorry. If you are looking at somebody on TV and you looking at a basketball player and you man, they get paid too much. That may be true, but you still a hater. Okay? You still a hater at the end of the day. You are hating that they make that much money. You are hating that they signed the contract that makes them that much money. You are hating on the team that they're playing for. You are hating that it's them and not you. So save it. At the end of the day, you're a hater, and accept it. Accept it. You're a hater. You're a hater. Okay? We've all been there. We've all had a moment where we were a hater. But don't deny it. You're a hater. And let me tell you, hating is going to be the reason why they continue to be blessed and you continue to stay where you at financially. Because if you want money, and you want money like NBA money and football player money and actress money, like if you want that type of pay, you can't hate the people who are making it. You can't hate the people who went out and did that, because they put in the work. They did whatever they had to do to get where they are. You can't hate them because they put in that work. That's like you saving up for money. You saving up for a car that you wanted. You buy that car, and people mad at you for doing that because they wanted that car. They just didn't want to put in that work. So at the end of the day, accept the fact that you're a hater. Also, understand that hating will never allow you what they have. Hating will never allow your bank account to look like their bank account. It's just not going to work. So the first thing you got to do is understand, like, you got to be happy. You got to really be happy for these people. Instead of hating, like, you got to put it in your mind that those people are in competition. Like, you don't have to be in competition with them in order to get where they at. You got to take that out of your mind. You instead have to look at them as motivation, as wave pavers. Like, if they did it, I know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what helped me, because in the beginning, I was somebody who was like, doctors and lawyers and plumbers and construction workers and these teachers, these people need to get paid NBA money because they are dealing with all of this. And I still stand by that. I still believe that. But what has changed is that I still appreciate the people in the entertainment business. I didn't at first because I thought they was undeserving. But what helped me was I looked at the backstory of these people, like Tyler Perry, how he was homeless, how he came from nothing, how he he did this. You know what I'm saying? His team, whatever, but he did this. He put in the work. He never gave up. He dealt with being homeless, and that, me understanding where these people came from, people that I looked up to, but also was a little green-eyed monster. I don't think they, but I look at where they came from. I look at their struggle, and I'm like, now I know that I can do that. I know that that is possible for me. You see what I'm saying? It's about switching your perception, switching at how you thought, and changing the narrative of what you once thought. And that alone has made me feel less jealous of people. I respect them more. Okay, I respect their craft more. I respect the fact that, because for me at this point, I'm like, they deserved it. Like somebody like Tyler Perry making that amount of money, got his own studio and stuff like that, and making job opportunities for people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I respect that. And that's just an example, so that's just something to think about. Like, when you're switching your mindset, that's what it's all about, putting things in perspective. Because if you're trying to make a lot of money, you cannot be jealous of people who got money. That's just not going to work. That's counterproductive, counterintuitive. It's just counter helpful. Okay, so that's the first thing. All right, now the second thing is to watch your wordplay. I know you like, what does my wording have to do with anything? But really it does. Like the things you say, how you say it, your words, choice, all of that matters, because these are words. These are things that you hear, and also thoughts become things, words become tangible, so changing my mindset, because, and like I said, words matter, because when you hear a word, you have a vision of it. For example, if I say carrot, I don't even have to tell you what color it is. You're automatically going to think of an orange carrot. So your words matter. Okay, so two big words that they're not actually like big as in spelled out big, but two big words, two major words that I used to say, even joking. I used to say it in jokes. I used to talk about myself like this. Two words that I used to say consistently, I completely cut out. I cut out of my vocabulary. I don't say it anymore. I don't think those thoughts about me no more. Two words. What are they? Poor and broke. Two words that I used to identify as that I no longer identify as. I don't care how much money is in my account. I don't care if I'm in the negative $15. I am not ever poor, and I am not ever broke. Two words that I no longer identify as. I don't use it to describe me. I don't joke about it. It don't matter how much money I got on me, how much money I got in my account, or how much money I don't have in my account. I don't use those two no more. I say I can't afford it. I say it's not in the budget. I say not right now. I say, but I don't say, no, I can't. I'm broke right now. I don't even say I'm broke right now. I say I can't do that right now. I don't have money for that right now. I switch it around. I never say I'm broke. I never say, I can even, like, sometimes I'll say, like, I can't afford that right now. But even that, I use that rarely. But I never say I'm poor, and I never say I'm broke anymore, because I'm not poor. I'm not. And even when I was like financially poor, I wasn't. Because when I look back, like, my mom had the money. She was just financially irresponsible. So I was never poor. And I didn't come from poor people. They just made fun. Actually, my mom. My dad was financially tight, meaning he didn't really share his money. But my mom was financially irresponsible. She was never poor or broke. She didn't even have a broke mentality. But that was just my view of it. Going to school, having these kids say whatever, and I just took that like, okay, yes, we are poor. But when I look back on it as an adult, I'm like, I was pretty abundant. Seriously. I had my siblings, I had my family, we were together. And yes, every situation wasn't, I never had my own room and stuff like that, but it's just like, when I think about like what I really lacked, it was never like things. It was always like attention and things like that. But so yeah, poor and broke I don't use. So you don't use poor, don't use broke. Don't say you so broke you can't even pay attention. Don't use it in jokes. You're not poor, you're not broke. Okay? So when you see something that you want that you can't afford yet, you say, I'm going to save for that, or I'm saving for that, I'm saving up for that, I will get that, I'm going to get that. You can also say, I'm not, I can't get that right now. That's not in my budget right now. You can say something like that, but just don't say poor or broke. I don't say that anymore. What else? I do use affirmations, so you can say some affirmations, but really for me, to be honest, I use affirmations, but not as much as I use visualization. I'm a visual learner, so I use what works for me. And me being a visual learner makes it easy, and my imagination is really well. So being a visual learner is really easy for me to visualize things. If you're a learner, what is it, kinetic? If you're a kinetic learner, then affirmations really work well for you. That means you can speak it and speak it over and over again and you'll get it. You know, if you're a hands-on person, you do what you got to do that works for you. But I'm a very visual person, so visualizations I use more than affirmations. That's not to say I don't use affirmations, because I didn't say that. I do use affirmations, but I use visualizations more. So what do I do in my visualizations? So I like to visualize like money raining down on me. Just money. How, like, for example, let me paint you a picture. So this is something that I do. I will lay in the bed and I'll just close my eyes. And sometimes I don't even have to close my eyes. That's how much I practice, because I don't even have to close my eyes. It's more like daydreaming type of visualization. So in the beginning, though, I would like close my eyes, because if you close your eyes, that helps you to shut out everything else around you, and you're just focused on this present moment, and you're focused. So close your eyes. And so there are many ways that you can do this. Like, if you're a visual person and you can visualize a hand writing you a check for $100,000, boom, 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 and signing $100,000 on that line, and you can see them sliding it to you, and you can see yourself grabbing the check and looking at it, and it smells brand new. The crispiness of it. And it also smells a little bit like pen and fingers, but you don't care because you're so excited for this $100,000 check. You can even see Wells Fargo printed at the top right there. So exciting. You just got your $100,000 check. You can also envision it. You can envision a mailbox, your mailbox, because I'm sure everybody knows what their mailbox looks like. So we have the mailbox where it's on the door. You just open it and slip it through. So just imagine like the sound of the mailbox, if you have that flap. And look, oh my gosh, there's a check with your name on it. Open it up, however much it is. But if you don't want to do checks, then you can definitely do money. Everybody knows what a dollar looks like. Make it rain dollars. Make it rain $10 bills. I also had this one where I envisioned myself like walking into the room. So I'll walk into the room, and there's like, that money blowing machine where there's money blowing everywhere, and I'm just lifting up my shirt and I'm collecting bills and bills of money. Money's flowing all right here because I'm just so full of money, right? And so that's what I do. And as far as visualizations, so visualizations are like, that's just what I do. As far as affirmations, so I usually do affirmations when I'm making purchases, or like, it's usually when I'm making purchases, or right before I go in the store. I just be like, I am financially abundant. I got enough money to afford everything I need today. I'm going to be up in here saving money. Whatever affirmation I use is usually like, I got more than enough. And all the money, that's what I have more than enough to get what I need and to get what I want. That's what I say. I have more than enough to get what I need and get what I want. I'm not going to overspend. Another thing that I say is, and usually when I say I'm not going to overspend, I literally save so much money. Yes. And then I say like, all the money that I spend comes back to me times 10, or, I usually say times 10, but you can say times 20, times 100, whatever you want to say. But I say all the money that I spend comes to me times 10, comes back to me times 10. And you know what happens? I go in the store, I save, I save, and most of the time I'll find like a couple of pennies. I mean, like a couple of pennies, but like my mom always said, pennies add up, and they do. They do. I used to literally disrespect money. Like, if I saw a penny on the floor, I would sweep it up in the trash and throw it away. That's how much I disrespected money, y'all. But I'm learning literally learning. So yeah, those are some, I like I said, I use affirmations, words I don't use anymore. And then another thing that I use to really help me out, because I get really excited about saving, and that's what I encourage you to do. Like when the cashier in the store tells me like, you saved $5 on your purchase, I'm like, yes, I love saving. And really, like, she be up in there laughing, or whoever the cashier, they be up in there like giggling and whatnot, but I'm like, yes. But what that does is that lets myself know like I'm doing something good, that puts out the energy of like, this girl likes to save, we gonna continue to let her save. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the energy that's being put out. And so I just keep that in mind like that. Another thing that I do, and I guess I should save it for another video so this video won't be long. So stick around to find out another thing that I do. When I come back, and this is going to be an every Thursday thing. I know today isn't Thursday, but this is going to be an every Thursday thing. So stick around for those Thursdays, and I will be in depth a little more about the things that I do to build money, to build my wealth, and to continue saving for the future, which the future can be as quick as 5 minutes from now, and as late as 100 years from now. So, you know, the future is always changing. So I just want to have a bright future, and I'm going to have a bright future. And this is just my journey that I'm documenting for, you know, my future self when I go back and look at these videos, and also for my kids, and, you know, whoever may need this. This video is for you. Like, if you are someone who is financially in the dump, in the dust, in the dirt, or somebody who's starting from the ground up, this video can be very, very helpful for you. And I mean, that's what I hope, because these are the things that are actually working for me. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie, because ain't no point in me sugarcoating it if I'm here to help you, if I'm trying to help you. So that's just some of the things I do. Like, I use those affirmations, especially when I'm going in and out of the store, or when I'm buying something, whether it's online or in person or whatever. Yeah. So I definitely use those affirmations. I especially use those visualizations. If you don't use visualizations, then you need to practice visualization. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes progress. Progress leads to improvements. Improvements means you're getting better and better and better, and that's what we want. I don't use poor, I don't use broke, I don't identify as it, I no longer use it in my vocabulary, other than to explain it in this video how I don't use it anymore. It's not funny, you're not broke, that was never you, so don't identify as it. Don't claim it, don't accept it, it's not true. Okay, and pick up those pennies. So yeah, that is what I have for today. Stick around for my next video, which will be posted on Thursday. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now and bid you farewell. Bye, guys. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.